So hello dear students, today again I have some new questions for you from the chapter number 14, coordinate geometry. So before this, let me tell you, due to some rain here today on 20th May, so that is why some audio problem might be there from my side. So I am just trying to correct and just trying to speak some louder, okay, so that you can hear me clearly. So let's start the question number first for today. Three consecutive vertices of a parallelogram are -2, -1, 1, 0, 4, 3. Find the third vertex. So a parallelogram has been given to you. Let me make a parallelogram first here. So let's say this is the parallelogram. Three consecutive vertices have been given, A, B, C and D. Three consecutive vertices means, let's say first one is -2, -1. Second one is 1, 0. Third one, the consecutive one is 4, 3. The fourth one means find the fourth vertex. Three consecutive vertices have been given. Find the fourth vertex we have to find out. Let's say the fourth vertex is x, y, which we have to find out. Now in case of parallelogram, as I have told you, the diagonals of the parallelograms are bisecting each other, which we have done in the previous lecture yesterday. Okay, and we have solved this by using the section formula. Okay. So let me draw the diagonals here. Let's say this is the first diagonal, that is BD, and this is the second diagonal, that is AC. Let me make it correct. This is the second diagonal, that is AC. Okay. Now where these diagonals are cutting each other, so this is the point of intersection of both the diagonals. So it means this is the midpoint. This P would be the midpoint of the diagonal BD as well as of the diagonal AC. Are you getting this? This P is the midpoint of BD as well as of AC. Why? Because these diagonals are bisecting. That means this side and this side both are equal. This side and this side are also equal. So I can say yes, P is the midpoint of diagonal BD also as well as the diagonal AC also. Are you getting this? So let me write, and I will apply here midpoint theorem, which I have told you in the previous lecture. Okay. So P is the midpoint. So P is the midpoint of BD also as well as midpoint of AC also. So I can write here midpoint of AC, midpoint of what? Midpoint of AC. So first let me tell you the midpoint P here. Okay. What are the coordinates of the P? Can you tell me the coordinates of P? Coordinates of P. Can you tell me the coordinates of P? As I have told you, P is the midpoint of the diagonal AC. P is the midpoint of diagonal AC. So it means its coordinate would be what? What are the coordinates of point P here? Can you tell me? Yes. The first coordinate would be what? Its first coordinate plus its first coordinate divided by 2. Are you getting this? So what is its first coordinate? 4. What is its first coordinate? Plus. So it is minus, so it becomes -2 by 2. And second coordinate 3. And its second coordinate is -1 divided by 2. So the coordinates of P are what? 4 minus 2 is 2 by 2. And 3 minus 1 is 2 by 2. So answer would be 1, 1. So the coordinates of P are 1, 1. Are you getting this? The coordinates of P are 1, 1. I have written the coordinates of P using the midpoint theorem. The midpoint theorem says that the first coordinate of the midpoint would be equals to the first coordinates of the other 2 points divided by 2. And the second coordinate would be equals to the second coordinate of both the vertices divided by 2. Are you getting this? So 1 is coming out how? 4 minus 2 by 2. Here 3 plus 1, but it is minus already, so minus I am writing. So 3 minus 1 by 2. So that is why the coordinates of P are 1, 1. Okay. But this point P is also the midpoint of BD also, yes or not? Here I am writing. But P is also the midpoint of BD also. Yes, P is also the midpoint of BD also. So if P is the midpoint of BD, it means this 1 should be equals to what? this plus this divided by 2, because again it is the midpoint of the diagonal BD. So 1 should be equals to what? It implies this 1, the first coordinate should be equals to what? Its first coordinate plus its first coordinate divided by 2, means x plus 1 divided by 2. Are you getting this? And its second coordinate is 1, and the second coordinate should be equals to its second coordinate plus its second coordinate, y plus 0 again divided by 2. This is the midpoint theorem now. Yes. Now just solve this. From here you can get the value of x. This 2 you are going to multiply here. So 2 1 ja 2 is equals to x plus 1. It implies x would be equals to y. This equals to what? This 1 will come here, will become minus 1. So 2 minus 1, it implies x is equals to 1. So this is the value of x. Similarly, I can find out the value of y also from here. How? This 2 will multiply. So 2 1 ja 2 is equals to y plus 0 would be equals to y only. So value of y is coming out to be how much? Value of y is 2. So now we have x is equals to 1 and y is equals to also 1. It means the coordinates of the fourth vertex would be 1, 2. Hence I am writing here. Hence the fourth vertex is 1, 2. So these are the coordinates of the fourth vertex. So this is how we will find out the coordinates of the fourth vertex. So how we have done this? First, we have applied the midpoint theorem in the diagonal AC, because P is the midpoint of diagonal AC as well as BD also. So if it is the midpoint of diagonal AC, so here I am finding out the coordinates of P. So first coordinate of P would be equals to its first plus its first divided by 2. So 4 plus minus 2. So means 4 minus 2 divided by 2. Answer is 2 by 2, 1. Second coordinate will be 3 plus minus 1 it is. So 3 minus 1 divided by 2 means 2 by 2 again 1. So coordinates of P are 1, 1. So I have found the coordinates of P using the midpoint theorem. Now again I am using the midpoint theorem in the diagonal BD also, because P is also the midpoint of diagonal BD also. So if P is the midpoint of diagonal BD, then the first coordinate of P means 1 should be equals to what? Its first coordinate, that is x. X plus its first coordinate 1. So means x plus 1 by 2. So it means 1 should be equals to x plus 1 by 2. So from here I have found out the value of x. So similarly the second coordinate should be equals to its second plus its second again divided by 2. So 1 should be equals to y plus 0 by 2. So it means this I have found out the value of y also. So this is how we will find out the fourth coordinate of the parallelogram if the diagonals or the other vertices have been given to you. Okay, are you getting this? So let's erase this question and let's move to the other question. Similar question again I am just going to tell you. Similar question, very similar to this. Okay, I think you can do this question on your own. Write down the question. The points right there, the points 3, minus 4. The points 3, minus 4, 6, minus 6, 2, minus 6, 2 are the extremities of a diagonal. Are the extremities of a diagonal of a parallelogram, of a diagonal of a parallelogram if the third vertex is, if the third vertex is minus 1, minus 3, find the fourth vertex. Means the fourth vertex again you have to find out. What is the question? The points this and this and this and this are the extremities of a diagonal of a parallelogram. Let me make a parallelogram first here. Let's say this is the parallelogram. So 2 points have been given here. Let's say 0.3 comma minus 4 and minus 6 comma 2 are the extremities of a diagonal. Let's say this is the diagonal, and the extremities of the diagonal means this extreme and this extreme. Both the extremes have been given as 3 minus 4, and next one is minus 6 comma 2. Means vertex of the coordinates of the extremities have been given to you. This is 3 comma minus 4 and this one is minus 6 comma 2. One more thing it is giving that of a diagonal of if the third vertex is minus 1 comma 3, third vertex you can take this also, you can take this also. I am taking this one. So the vertex, the coordinates of this one has been given as minus 1 comma minus 3. So you have to find out the coordinates of the fourth one. It's the coordinate you have to. So similar to the previous question. Again I am making diagonal here. Let's say this is A, this is B, this is C and this is D. And let's say the coordinates of D are X comma Y. So similar to the previous question. So first what should I do? Let's say the cutting point is P. And I have told you in a parallelogram the diagonals are bisecting each other. So it's a parallelogram, the diagonals are bisecting means this P will be the midpoint of AC also as well as BD also. If this P is the midpoint of AC, then I can find out the coordinates of P using the midpoint theorem like in the previous question. Okay, so let me find out the coordinates of P here. Coordinates of P from diagonal AC using midpoint theorem. Coordinates of P are, what are the, can you tell me the coordinates of P? Because it is the midpoint, so its first coordinate would be equals to its first plus its first divided by 2, means its first coordinate is minus 6 plus its first coordinate is 3 divided by 2. Similarly the second coordinate will be its second plus its second. Its second is 2 plus it is minus 4, so right here minus 4 divided by 2. Answer would be equals to minus 6 plus 3 minus 3 by 2 and 2 minus 4 is minus 2 by 2. Minus 2 by 2. So 2 1 ja 2. So I can cut it as, I can write it as minus 3 by 2 comma minus 1. So these are the coordinates. What are the coordinates? Minus 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2 and minus 1. So these are the coordinates of P. What are the coordinates of P now? Minus 3 by 2 and minus 1. These are the coordinates of point P. Now again using the diagonal BD, because this point P is also the midpoint of the diagonal BD here. So again I am gonna use this midpoint theorem here for the diagonal BD. Now I am writing here. Now for diagonal BD. For diagonal BD. So if P is again the midpoint of the diagonal BD, it means its first coordinate would be equals to what? Its first divided by 2. It means I can write minus 3 by 2 for diagonal BD as P is the midpoint. As P is the midpoint. Now if P is the midpoint, then I can write the first coordinate of P is what? Minus 3 by 2. So this minus 3 by 2 should be equals to its first coordinate and its first coordinate. Its first coordinate is x plus its first coordinate is minus 1. So it will become minus 1 by 2. Okay. Are you getting this? How I have find? So this 2 and this 2 can cancel each other. So answer would be equals to minus 3 is equals to x minus 1. So it implies what? It implies x would be equals to this minus 1 will go there and will become plus 1. So answer is x would be equals to minus 2. So this is how we would find out the value of x. So value of x is coming out to be how much? Minus 2. So value of x is here minus 2. Now similarly the second coordinate, its second coordinate should be equals to its second plus its second again divided by 2. Here I am writing this. Okay, its second coordinate is minus 1 should be equals to its second plus its second, so it is minus, so I am writing here minus 3 by 2. Now this 2 will just I am gonna cross multiply, so 2 1 ja 2. So it will be minus 2 is equal to y minus 3. The minus 3 will come here, it will become plus 3. So y would be equals to minus 3 will become plus 3. So minus 2 plus 3. So y would be equals to 1. So the coordinates of point D are minus 2 comma 1. So here I am writing, hence the coordinates of point D are minus 2 comma 1. So this would be the fourth coordinate. We have to find out the fourth vertex. So fourth vertex is minus 2 comma 1. So where should I write this? I think write down here. Here you can write it. Hence, right here. Hence, the coordinates of the fourth vertex are, in bracket you will write minus 2 comma 1. Okay. So this is how we will solve this one question. Okay. Now let's move to the other one. Let me erase this. Question number third one. Today's third question. Find the third vertex of a triangle Find the third vertex of a triangle if two of its vertices are minus 3 comma 1 and 0 comma minus 2 and the centroid is at origin Okay, so what is this question? Again, find the third vertex, because a triangle is having three vertices. Two vertices have been given to. First one vertex is minus 3 comma 1 and second one vertex is 0 comma minus 2. So third vertex you have to find out. Okay, and one more thing you have been given, the centroid of the triangle is at origin. Origin you knowing now? So what are the coordinates of the origin? In the first video I have told you of the coordinate geometry. Origin is the point where both the x and y axis are cutting each other. So this point, you would call this point as the origin. What do we call this point? Origin. So origin is 0 comma 0. So what are the coordinates of origin? 0 comma 0, where x axis and y axis are cutting each other. Okay, so this is the origin. So let me tell you, let me make a triangle first. Let's say this is the triangle. Okay, let's say the vertices are A, B, C here. The two vertices have been given to you. First one is minus 3 comma 1. Second one is 0 comma minus 2. And you have to find out the third one. Let's say its coordinates are x comma y. Now one thing has been given to you. You have been given that the centroid is at origin. Centroid you are knowing na? Centroid means where the medians of the triangles are intersecting each other. That point will be called the centroid of the triangle. Median means, median, do you know median? From this vertex, the midpoint of this one side, this is the side BC. Let's say the midpoint is here. Okay, and from B vertex I will draw a line to this one in point. So this one would be called the median first. So this is the median. This is median, first median. Similarly, the center of this one side, let's say it is here. So again I am drawing a line from this vertex to this one center. Let's say this is the line. So again this is the second median. And third median is what? Let's say the midpoint of this one line is here, and I will draw the line from this one vertex here. So where all the medians are intersecting. Three median are there na? One median, two median and three median. These three medians are intersecting at this one point. So this one point will be called the centroid. Centroid of a triangle. So write it somewhere. What should you write? Centroid of a triangle is a point. Write it. Centroid of a triangle is a point where the three medians of a triangle are intersecting each other. Okay, so means This is the first median, this is the second, this is the third median. So these three medians are cutting here. So this one point you would call this point as the centroid of the triangle. Now let me erase all these lines now. Let me erase all these lines. So this is the centroid of the triangle. Let's say this is the centroid of the triangle, and the let's say it is P. It is P. Okay. Now the coordinates of the centroid of a triangle. If you want to find out the coordinates of the centroid, so here is a formula for finding out the coordinates of the centroid of a triangle. But the coordinates have been given to you. The centroid is at origin, means this center point is where? This point is at origin. Origin means its coordinates are here given 0, 0. It means the coordinates of this point P, means the centroid of the circle, are 0, 0. Are you getting this? Very good. Now but we have a formula, and the formula is, if the centroid of a triangle you want to find out, the first coordinate would be equals to its first divided by 3. Here I am writing coordinates of centroid. Coordinates of centroid. So coordinates of centroid are what? It's the first coordinate. Let's say this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2, and this is x3, y3. So what are the coordinates of the centroid? x1 plus x2 plus x3. x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. And the second coordinate would be y1 plus y2 plus y3. y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. But these 2 points has been given here. This one is the first point is 0. This one is the second point, it is has been given here 0 again. So I can write here value of x1 is how much? It implies x1 is minus 3 plus x2 0 plus x3. x3 is x here divided by 3, and this first coordinate is what here? 0. So I would write this equal to 0. So from here I can find out the value of x. How? Just I will cross multiply, this 3 will multiply there and will become 0. So it would be equals to minus 3 plus 0 is minus 3 plus x equals to 0. So from here x would be equals to 3. So value of x you have found here 3. Similarly, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, this second coordinate also has been given here as 0. Because the coordinates of centroid are 0, 0 has been given you in the question. But we are knowing the formula for finding out the centroid of a triangle. Formula is this. Getting this? So where should I write this? If it is visible, I would like to write it here somewhere. Here somewhere, okay? So here you can see. Now the second coordinate y1, y plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. The second coordinate is given here as 0. So y1 is how much? 1. Second coordinate y2 minus 2. So this would become minus 2 plus third coordinate y3. This is y divided by 3 is equals to the second coordinate is again 0. Again I will multiply it here. So here 1 minus 2 is minus 1 plus y equals to 0. So from here value of y would be equals to plus 1. Now you have the vertex of the the coordinates of the third vertex of the triangle. What are the coordinates of the third vertex? Vertex C. Coordinates are now earlier x comma y. Now we have found the value of x and y 3, 1. So therefore hence right here. Hence the third vertex of the triangle is 3, 1. So this is how we would solve this one question related to the centroid. Similar question I am giving you more. Let me erase this first if you have written. Now the fourth question for today. Question is right there. A 3,2 and B -2,1 are two vertices of triangle ABC. Are two vertices of triangle ABC whose centroid G has the coordinates five by 13, 1/3. Find the coordinates of the third vertex. Similar question. Find the coordinates of the third vertex. So here again you have to find out the coordinates of the third vertex. Okay, so let me make a triangle here again. Let's say this is the triangle ABC. Coordinates have been given. Coordinates of A are 3,2. Coordinates of B are -2,1. Coordinates of the third one, you have to find the coordinates of the third vertex. Let's say the coordinates of the third vertex are x, y. Right here, let the coordinate of the third vertex are x, y. Now one more thing you have been given. Whose centroid G has the coordinates? Centroid means where the medians are cutting. In the previous question I have taught you there. Where the medians of the triangles are cutting, that point would be called the centroid of the triangle. Let's say the centroid is here. This is the centroid. And name has been given here. Whose centroid G, this is G, has the coordinate now given here. What are the coordinates? 5 by 13, 1/3. In the previous question, coordinates were origin 0, 0 were the coordinates. But now the coordinates are 5 by 13, 1/3. Okay. Now you have to find out third coordinate. Now you are knowing the coordinates of the centroid of circle, centroid of a center are, you are knowing now. What are the coordinates? Here I am writing. Again I am writing. The coordinates of the centroid of a triangle are. What are the coordinates? You are knowing now. Just now I have told you. What are the coordinates? x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. Next coordinate y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Let's say these are x1 y1, x2 y2, and this one is x3 and y3. Now you have been given the first coordinate. First coordinate of the centroid is 5 by 13. Second coordinate is 1/3. Now I will put the value. What is x1? 3. x2 -2. So this would become -2 now. Plus x3. x3 is x divided by 3. So this is the first coordinate. Has been given as 5 by 13. Now what should I do? So first let me solve this. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 plus x by 3 is equals to 5 by 13. Now I would cross multiply here. 13 1 ja 13. Because this 13 will multiply both. 13 1 ja 13 plus 13x. Are you getting this? 13 1 ja 13 plus 13x would be equals to 5 3 ja. This is 5. 5 3 ja 15. Now 13x would remain here. This 13 would go there. And it would become 13x would be equals to 15 minus 13. Getting this? So 15 minus 13 is 2. is equals to 2. It implies what would be the value of x from here? This 13 is gonna divide here now because it is multiplying. It would divide there. So value of x would be equals to 2 by 13. 2 by 13. This is the value of x. Now we would try to find out the value of y also. How? The second coordinate. Taking the second coordinate of the centroid, because we are knowing the second coordinate also. y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3 is how much? 1 by 3. y1 is 2. y2 1. y3 y there. Divided by 3 has been given as 1 by 3. Again I will cross multiply before this. 2 plus 1 would be equals to 3 plus y by 3 equals to 1 by 3. This 3 and this 3 can cancel each other. Are you getting? Straight away I have not multiplied, cross multiply. I am not cross multiplying here. If they are cutting, why should I? So here 3 plus y would be equals to 1. So from here y, this 3 is gonna be subtracted there. So 1 minus 3. So y would be equals to minus 2. So this would be the value of y. So therefore right here, therefore the coordinates of the third vertex are what? 2, 13, minus 2. Okay, we have found the coordinate of the third vertex. So this is how we will solve the question related to the centroid one. Now I am taking one more question here. First you note it down. Now the next. Next question is, write down the question. In below figure, a right angle BOA is given. A right angle triangle BOA is given. C is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. C is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB, so that it is equidistant from A and B. Show that it is equidistant from A and B. Now let me make the figure here which have been given here in your book. This is the figure. This is the figure. Okay, visible? Good. A right angle triangle has been given here. Let's say this is B, this is O origin, and this is A. This is origin because x and y axis are cutting here. So coordinates of the origin you are knowing now, 0, 0, and coordinates of A and B has been given here. Coordinates of B has been given as 0, 2b, and coordinates of A are 2a, 0. This has been given in the figure. And what is it asking? C is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. Hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle. This is the hypotenuse. So it's a midpoint. Let's say this is the midpoint. So this point is C. This point is C. So this is the midpoint. Midpoint you are knowing now, you can apply the midpoint theorem here also. Okay. Show that it is equidistant from A, B, and O. You have to tell that this point is equidistant from this, and this. Means that this C point means that this distance and this distance and this distance, all the distances are equal. Means this distance, and this distance, all the distances are equal. Means this C is having the same distance from A, B and O. You have to tell that C is having same distance from B, from A, from O. Let's say this C is having this distance. Let's say this distance is 5, so this distance is also 5. This distance should also be equals to 5. For example, I'm telling. Okay, so this you have to tell. You have to tell that yes, C is equidistant from B, O, and A. So how should I tell? So first let me find out the coordinates of point C. As I know, because C has been given as the midpoint of the hypotenuse. If C is the midpoint here, so I can use midpoint theorem. Okay, so here I am writing coordinates of point C. What are the coordinates? Can you tell me? Using the midpoint theorem. Using midpoint theorem. What are the coordinates? Can you tell me the coordinates of C? Yes, I would use here midpoint theorem. So the first coordinate would be equals to its first plus its first divided by 2, means 0 plus 2a, 0 plus 2a by 2. And second coordinate, its second divided by 2, means 2b plus 0 by 2. Are you getting this? So this should be equals to now 0 plus 2a is 2a, so 2a by 2. Here 2b by 2. It implies equals to how much? 2 and 2 will cancel. So answer is A comma B. So what are the coordinates of C now? Coordinates of C are A comma B. Now nothing you have to prove. Only you have to use the distance formula. Now if you can show that CB distance is equals to CA and it is equal to the distance CO, then you is proved then. Yes, hence proved. Then you can, yes, you will say yes, C is equidistant from these all. So now what I should do? I should find out the distance CO, the distance CA, the distance CB. So first I would find out the distance CO. Okay. So now CO would be equals to how much? Using the distance formula. Using the distance formula. In case of CO, I would use the distance formula. So CO would be equals to how much? Can you tell me? Yes. CO. Let's say these are x2, y2 and this is x1, y1. Okay. So for distance formula says that CO should be equals to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So x2 is a minus 0 whole square plus b minus 0 whole square. So this would be equals to a minus 0 is a square plus b square. So it is answer is under root a square plus b square. Are you getting this? So this is the distance CO. Now I would find out the distance AC. Let's see how much it is coming. AC. So for finding out AC, let's say these are x2, y2. And this one is x1, y1 now because A is coming first. So this is x2, y2. This is x1, y1. Okay. Now how to do? Coordinates are x2 minus x1 means 2a minus a whole square plus 0. Here look at 0 minus b whole square. Answer is coming out to be how much then? 2a minus a is a. 2a minus a and square of a is a square. Similarly, 0 minus b is minus b, square of minus b is b square. Yes. So distance CO and AC are coming same, in this distance and this distance. This distance and this distance both are coming same. Now let's see whether the third one is also coming same. Let's find out CB also. Or BC I am finding out. So BC. For finding out BC, B coming first. So let's say these points are x2, y2 and this one is x1, y1. x2, y2 and x1, y1. So for finding out BC, first coordinate would be equals to x2 minus x1 whole square means 0 minus a whole square plus y2 minus 1 means 2b minus b whole square. So this would be equals to, you can see 0 minus a is minus a, square of minus a is a square. 2b minus b is b and square of b is b square. Now here you can see CO is under root a square plus b square. CA, this is also under root a square plus b square. BC, this is also under root a square plus b square. What does it say then? Yes, hence proved. Hence you can say that C is equidistant from B, O, and I mean this C is having the same distance from here as well as from here. So hence you write here, hence C is equidistant from O, B, A. Okay, all the distances are same. So this is how we would solve the question related to the midpoint theorem and related to the centroid one. Okay, now in the next video some other question, some other type of question we will just have. Okay, till then stay tuned and keep watching.